So the United States is looking at all ways to try to beef up our border. Not only that, beef up our military as well. And what some are saying is now a threat to our national security. Others are saying forcing civilians to enlist in the military is not the way to go. But there are some senators that are proposing a very out-of-the-box idea. And why I want to address what's going on here, how this could potentially impact you, and why this could actually hurt us here in the United States. So, all I ask is one thing. It takes 2 seconds. Go ahead and hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates. And now, let's begin. So the big news out today is that we are now starting to see more and more lawmakers that are supportive of the idea of letting illegal immigrants into the United States in exchange for serving in our military. Let that sink in for a moment. But before I get to that video, and I will play that video, I will tell you who that is, but at the same time, there's also some backlash here. So I want to address why this is actually talked about today, what's going on, and how this could potentially impact you. So here it is. The first thing is that Senate Republicans are holding firm. They're saying that they are going to wait and they will push this Ukraine aid. They do not want to see this yet. Here's why. According to reports, according to Republicans, they are saying the only way they are going to do anything, when I say they, I'm talking about Democrats. They are saying the only way that Democrats will do anything for border security and border reform is to attach that bill to another bill that is on the high priorities list for Democrats. That is that $60 billion or potentially $100 billion for Ukraine, for Israel, and Taiwan. Yeah, there's a lot of money going to many other countries. So that's the first thing. And Republicans are saying that we are not going to pass a bill for Ukraine until we address border security. Well, here's where we're at. Speaker Mike Johnson, he says Ukraine funding depends on transformative change to border security. Now, what's interesting about this is there is a plan here. And according to USA Today, they're saying that Democrats are offering Republicans a border security option. However, they don't know if the GOP is willing to play ball. Now, I want to address what is in this because this is interesting. Look at this right here. So right here it says, Schumer said he'll allow GOP to try and attach a border security amendment to the supplemental. What he's talking about is to the bill coming up. Look at this. Let's read through it. It says right here, Chuck Schumer has a new proposal for Republicans to try to attach border security to a supplemental spending package that includes new funds for Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan. Says the Senate GOP is already panning the idea. Now, of course, they're talking about this is something that they are going to consider, but does this mean it's going to happen? Absolutely not. Let's keep reading. It says they're calling it a golden opportunity for Republicans. Schumer said he'll allow them to offer a border security amendment of their choosing at a 60-vote threshold. So what this means is that in the Senate, there's 100 voting members. They need at least 60 members. Right now, there's 51 Democrats, there's 49 Republicans, which means the Republican Party is going to have to get all 49 Republicans on board plus 11 Democrats. That might be tough, but it's doable. Here's what they said. I will not interfere with them drawing up an amendment, but it will need 60 votes like any amendment would. If they vote no on the motion to proceed, it shows that Republicans are not serious about getting something done on border and on Ukraine. He also went on to add, we're not throwing our hands up in the air. We're going to keep pursuing this. And then down here, it says they don't want to deal with border security. And this is coming from the Senate Minority Leader, Mitch McConnell. He says they don't want to deal with border security in the context of the supplemental. We do because we know that will guarantee an outcome because the other parts of supplemental, almost all of our members support. We want it to actually happen. Now, here's where things are going to be interesting. Democrats, they want to get something done. They want to get something done for Israel and Ukraine and for Taiwan. So do Republicans, but not at the risk of causing more chaos here in the United States. Well, this is where some are actually proposing. There's a bill on the table, and I want to play you the video. I want to play you this clip. Okay? Let's look at this clip right here. This is from Senator Dick Durbin. Okay? Now I want to play you this because, again, what he says I think is very important. Let's watch.
What troubles me about the debate now about the southern border is it is one half of the immigration equation. Yes, we need order at the border. Yes, we need to have changes in the laws that reflect the reality of the overwhelming numbers from all over the world who are coming to our shores and our border. But there is also an incredible demand for legal immigration into this country even now. The presiding officer, my colleague from the state of Illinois, has legislation which addresses one aspect of that. Her bill, and I hope I describe it accurately, says that if you're an undocumented person in this country and you can pass the physical and the required test, background test, the like, you can serve in our military, and if you do it honorably, we will make you citizens of the United States. Do we need that? Do you know what the recruiting numbers are at the Army and the Navy and the Air Force? They can't reach their quotas each month. They can't find enough people to join our military forces. And there are those who are undocumented who want the chance to serve and risk their lives for this country. Should we give them a chance? I think we should. And let me tell you about other...
So that's what he said. He said, let's give illegal immigrants that come into the country, let's give them the chance to get their citizenship. And let's do that by doing some tests to make sure that they're capable physically and mentally to serve in the United States military. And then once they, do their, whatever time, then we give them a citizenship. What are your thoughts on that? Some are saying that right now that there's too many issues. One of the issues, and this is coming because of low enlistment, this is coming from Senator Dick Durbin as well, is that the low enlistment levels in the military offer a grave threat to our national security. And so because of that, they're saying the shortfalls could be met by recruiting illegal aliens into the military. But let me know your thoughts. Do you think senators forcing civilians, illegal aliens, to be part and take part in the U.S. military and serve, whether it's in the Navy, the Army, or the Air Force, do you think this is something that should be tested, should be tried? One of the questions that was brought up is, if we let illegal immigrants just join the military, how high up could they get? The reason why this is important is because could other countries send their citizens into the United States illegally, where they could then say, I want to join the military, I want to do all that so that I can be a citizen here in the United States? And could they infiltrate us that way? Think about that. But I will leave you with that. That is the question as of right now. So again, as we get more information on this, as we get more support, because I do think we will get more support, I will fill you in on all the latest news and updates. But that is what we know as of today. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.